Interesting anyhow. Last year, the Hermits really ripped Middle Townships. This year, they're coming in, they think, better prepared and able to give them a much better contest.
Should be fun as the Prep dressed in all white up against Middle, dressed in orange. It'll be Vanderslice, Kendrick, Hargis, Stoll, and Solomon, the five on the floor for the Hermits. Freeman, Holton, Selby, and Lopez will start for the Panthers, who will move left to right on your radio dial as we start the SEAGULL Classic 2018 edition right here on 97.3 ESPN. Jalen Freeman handing off to Holton.
The Hermits open up in their man-to-man, and they'll put a lot of pressure on them. They do a lot of switching, too.
Deep into the corner, back up top for Freeman. Freeman on the right wing, down into the deep corner, back to Freeman. They swing it to the top, around the top of the key as Selby gets it down low. Double team in the post, kicks it out to the corner, down low on the block. One dribble and a block shot by Hargis, and here come the Hermits.
Great reaction by Solomon on that block.
Vanderslice for three, front rim no good. Stoll with a putback, but it's short, and the rebound comes down. Stoll, of course, used to call this his home. He transferred from Holy Spirit over to St. Augustine Prep. Freeman pull-up jumper, short, no good. Rebound tipped out, and Hargis runs it down, and then he's tripped, slides across the floor, no call, and the ball is out of bounds right in front of our stat crew here today for 97.3 ESPN. The Prime Events team is in the house doing stats for the SEAGULL Classic, which is back here after a long hiatus. Down low, Vanderslice with a dribble. Stoll at the top of the key. Kendrick for three, and he gets it to go.
Nothing but net. Good ball movement by the A's, moving that ball around until finally Kendrick got that open look.
So 3-0 Prep. Lopez with the ball high over his head. A dribble to the elbow. Kicks it out. Coley Holton, excuse me. And his jumper is too long, and the rebound is run down by Travis Stoll. Stoll crosses the timeline. Stoll all the way to the basket. A left-hand wild shot, and it just goes. Oh, it was tipped out of bounds. It looked like he might have lost that.
Yeah, it did. It looked like it came sliding off of his hands, but I guess it was knocked out of bounds by Middle Township. I didn't quite see that from our vantage point.
Inbound, Freeman at the top. Vanderslice gets it into the post to Travis Stoll, who's fouled from behind, and the foul's going to be charged to Coley Holton.
Stoll only goes about 6'2", but he does a lot of playing in the post.
Yeah, hard-working kid. Entered into the starting lineup late last year during that championship run for the Hermits. Stolen by the Prep, back the other way, and taken the length of the court, but stripped away by Travis Stoll was Mac Selby. The Prep will, the Panthers will regain possession underneath their own basket. They trail 3-0. 6:03 left to play here in this first quarter. Middle inbounding, trying to find a open man. They do, and they kick it out to the top to Deshaun Lopez. Lopez hands it off for Freeman.
Freeman's one of their leading scorers, so you see him handling the ball quite a bit.
He's a transfer. Middle's got a couple of them. Middle 4-2, and the Prep at 6-1 after their trip to San Diego. Their only loss to Atlantic City. You heard it right here on 97.3 ESPN. Tipped away and stolen by Charles Solomon. Hargis, the layup is too strong, but he gets his own rebound and puts it back. So Hargis is on the board. Back the other way, and a block shot by Stoll and Solomon. Give them both a half a block.
Yeah, I'd say so. But, boy, great reaction by the A's as they were behind on that fast break, but caught up and knocked the ball away. But oh, they are calling a foul on Stoll.
That'll send Middle to the line for their first points. It's Colton Holy who makes the free throw. Second free throw coming. 5-1, now 5-2 as Holy hits a pair. 5-2 the score here at the SEAGULL. Prep over Middle. Trap. Vanderslice catches, foul line. Solomon layup, good.
Good ball movement, got that field goal as they moved it around. Solomon with the left hand laid it off the glass.
Lazy
the A's in the 2-2-1 full court press.
Yes, they are. And some pressure causes Middle a little frantic nature. They throw it off the foot of Travis Stoll, so it'll stay with the Panthers. 7-2 the score, 5:04 to play, first quarter. The inbound goes all the way back into the backcourt. Jalen Freeman with the right-hand dribble, right of the lane, all the way to the basket. He's fouled. If this was the NBA, he'd get the N1, but yes. On the floor there. And the foul is going to be charged to Jordan Kendrick.
Freeman showing a lot of quickness because Vanderslice is also quick, so that's quite a matchup.
They'll inbound the ball. They get it in with 4:57 to play, first quarter. Freeman on the right wing. Up top for Holton. Coley Holton stared down by Solomon. Right of the lane, kick out. Freeman thought about a three. Goes baseline and into the middle of the paint, and he stepped on the end line.
The St. Augustine really mixing up his defense that time as they switched into a zone. The period of time before, they came down and played a little combination.
Showing some pressure. They've backed off that. They've done a lot of different things on defense. Stoll catches at the foul line and takes it to the rim. And Travis Stoll, an aggressive two for the prep.
Poor defense by Middle Township playing in that zone. They left it wide open, and he just drove right down the middle.
Good no-look pass as Lopez kind of looked off the man and threw it right into the paint for Coley Holton, who was fouled.
And Holton's left-handed. A lot of times with the left-hander, Mike, people forget about that, and they play the right hand, and he's left-handed. So it is something you got to get used to. He has a nice touch on that foul line.
3 for 3 from the line. Nakeem Ota into the game for St. Augustine. And Holton hits all 4 of his free throws today. He's the only 4 points for Middle Township. They've yet to make a field goal.
He is their leading scorer.
Up top, Ota dribbles to the free throw line, bounce out. Vanderslice thought about a three, put the ball on the floor once, and then he fires up a three and gets it to go.
Great job by Vanderslice as he had the ball, faked it, got the man in the air, took a little step to his left, banged in the three.
Layup down the other side, so quickly.
Again, good ball movement by Middle Township to the side and down the middle to Holton.
Vanderslice hands off. Hargis kicks it into the corner for Ota. Ota back to Hargis, top of the key. 12-6 to score, 3:24 left to play. First quarter. Double team in the post. Kick out for Hargis. A three, too strong. And the rebound comes down to Freeman. Middle trying to cut into this lead. They trail by 6. At the free throw line, a little jumper, and it's good. So Max Selby gets a deuce from the free throw line, just inside the free throw line, and Middle has cut the lead to 4, and St. Augustine wants a timeout here on 97.3 ESPN.
Time around.
We're settling in here in this first quarter, 12-8. Middle trails. St. Augustine with the ball coming out the timeout. 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. The game of the week is produced by Prime Events on 97.3 ESPN, brought to you by Atlantic Care with urgent care centers all over South Jersey. Swinging the ball at the top of the key. Hermits. Deep into the corner. They get it back up top for Vanderslice, who takes a long three and gets it to go. He's got 6, his second three of the day.
Well, Middle Township will learn they have to keep a body on him no matter where he is on the court. He's willing to shoot it.
Deep in the corner. And a steal. Ota catches, intercepts the pass. Ota right of the lane, all the way to the basket, and an offensive foul.
Wow. One official called offensive foul, and the other official called a blocking foul, but the offensive foul is what will be called.
So the points come off the board, 15-8. Should be 14-8. Actually 15-8 after that three. And Holton
showing a little range.
Boy, he has a nice left-handed stroke. And the prep throw it out of bounds, and you can see Holton's clapping the hands. He's excited about the way his Panthers are playing defense. It's going to be Kevin Foreman entering the game for St. Augustine. Actually, that ball went off a middle player. But Holton clapping. He likes the intensity and the defense getting picked up by his teammates. Down in the post, you got a foul. Matthew Delaney is into the game for the first time. And he has made an impact in most of the games he has played so far this year.
Panthers foul number 13, Deshaun Lopez.
The foul on Lopez. Delaney at the line. First free throw is good.
St. A's has always been a good foul shooting team. Obviously, Coach Rodeo spends a lot of time on that.
Good teams usually are. And Delaney's second one is no good. The rebound is ripped down by Coley Holton. One difference in this game, Jim, you might see is the depth for St. Augustine. They'll rotate guys in. The Panthers have really not made a change yet. But they do get a ball down into the post. A good look by Holton. His shot is no good, but he gets his second offensive rebound and is able to tip it out and restart the offense. 1:43 to play in the first quarter. 16-10. Prep over Panthers. Panthers with the ball. Spin. Freeman all the way to the basket. What a move.
What a move. He got it down the baseline, did a spin move, then banked it in off the glass.
Baseline kick out. Foreman over to Allen. Ota. Boy, the Panthers defense is getting picked up here. Ota, bounce pass into the corner. And we've got a travel call out on the perimeter before that pass.
So Middle Township feeling pretty good about itself as they trail by 4 points, but they're hanging right with them.
They can get a basket here. They would cut that lead to 2. Panthers with the ball, trailing 16-12 with 1:10 left to play in this first quarter. Behind the back, dribble drive, a layup. Oh, he couldn't finish. As Zenta here is layup. He had a great look, but just couldn't get that to fall. Up to Foreman. Top of the key. Hargis swings it into the corner for Ota. Hargis is out there with 4 reserves, and he pops a 3. It's too long, and the rebound comes down to Middle Township. Here comes Cameron Hunter, and Hunter loses the handle, and it'll stay with Middle. 32 seconds left. Middle trailed by 4. 16-12. They inbound the ball to Freeman. Freeman with 30 seconds left, and it looks like Anthony Farmer wants his team to get the final shot here.
Good play on his part.
Down to 20 seconds on the clock. An early Saturday morning game. This game was supposed to be played last night, but they moved it to this morning. Happy to have it for you on 97.3. Freeman crosses over, banks one, no good. Rebound is still on the floor. It's picked up by Middle and just thrown up to the basket. 1 second left to go in the quarter, and that is going to do it at the end of 1. St. Augustine Prep 16, Middle Township 12 as we start the second quarter.
Looking at some of the stats, the Middle Township was 4 for 12, while the Prep was 6 for 12. So a little more accuracy from the Prep in that first quarter.
And a steal to start this second quarter. Middle picks away, and then right back the other way, Travis Stoll gets a steal. Stoll goes all the way to the basket, a little jump step, but he traveled.
Yeah, he did. He thought he was in the pros too and could get that extra step, but they're not allowing it.
Traveling violation.
It's the high school basketball season, of course, kind of getting in full swing after the Christmas holiday. 16-12, Middle Township leads St. Augustine Prep. Here we go. And Freeman goes sliding across the floor, but he was tripped and fouled. 16-12, Prep over Panthers, 7:25 left to play in the first quarter.
Middle Township still setting up against the Hermits, and I was just looking to see if they were in a zone or a man-for-man, but they kind of start out in that zone and then pick up men according to where they play. And so far, this offense has been revolving for Middle Township around Coley Holton, who has done a terrific job.
They inbound the ball. Hunter into the corner for Freeman. Freeman a three in the deep right corner. No good. Rebound is Hargis, and he was fouled from the backside by Max Selby, excuse me.
Yeah, anytime you go over the top like that, most officials are going to call a foul, in spite of the fact that you may not touch the person. In that case, he did kind of bang him in the head.
Still that 16-12 score. Here comes Freeman. Ball between the legs. Kicks it over to Hargis. Into the corner. Slow moving the ball. Top to the key. Here's Freeman. Freeman on the wing. Stare down man-to-man defense by Middle. And down the pay. Actually looks like Middle's kind of playing like a 3-2. They've been moving all over the place. They got Holy kind of drifting. He's their one guy who has some size, and they have him moving all over the place.
Yeah, and they do play kind of a combination zone man-to-man.
They break the pressure from the prep. They get a shot, but it's blocked away by Solomon. Now a shot by Hunter, and the down into the post. They really move the ball well, and Cameron Hamer gets a layup, and we're down to a 2-point game.
Great assist by Freeman, who went up for the jump shot and looked like he was going to take it, but then he saw him and fired it down for the 2 points.
And we got a turnover on the prep down on the floor there as Solomon slides across the floor, and a travel is called. And now Middle Township has a chance to tie this game up, and Coach Rodeo wants to talk it over. They call timeout. 16-14, Prep leads the Panthers with 6:41 left to play here in the second quarter. Shoppies is even better online. Off to a slow start for Middle, but they got a chance to tie this game or take a lead with the three.
And actually, Farmer was concerned about turning the ball over. He felt if they didn't turn the ball over, they could stay in the ball game.
They've settled in. Hamer to the basket, blocked away. Solomon in transition, kicks it out. Ota all the way to the basket, and Ota, And Ota was called for an offensive foul earlier this quarter. That time he ran into Freeman, but a block called.
Yeah, you watch so much basketball, you forget who has the circle underneath the basket and who doesn't, but in high school there isn't. And if that were not the case, it would definitely have been an offensive foul.
Free throw is good. So Nakeem Ota at the line. Another one of the young, it's a young team here, this Hermits team. Second
good touch.
He makes a pair, 17-14. Prep takes the lead, or extends the lead, I should say. Zahira in the backcourt. There's a trap on Freeman, and he travels. See, now the pressure gets a little bit to Middle.
Yeah, he complained that he was being pushed, and that's what caused the travel. But it's just a good aggressive trap play, and worked out well for the Hermits.
18-14, Prep in the lead.
Middle matching up, man-to-man.
And St. Augustine trying to whip the ball down into the post. They throw it right out of bounds.
Boy, there's been a couple very lackadaisical types of plays by the A's.
18-14, Middle trails with the ball. 6 minutes to play. Crosses the timeline, bounces it up. Selby at that free throw line. He's had a couple from that spot. He's fouled this time.
That must be his favorite spot. That time, actually, he got fouled and was able to push his way through to get that shot up towards the basket and give it a chance to go in.
That's why these basketball players hit the weight room. They say, why do I need to hit the weight room playing basketball? Coverage of St. Augustine Prep is brought to you by Cumberland Dairy, now in its 87th year. As a family-owned and operated dairy company, Cumberland Dairy, one of the premier manufacturers of specialty dairy products in the United States. This game is brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team each and every week. Makes one of two.
A little short on that first one, but he got the range on the second.
Cuts the lead to 3. Vander Slice has a couple of threes. He gets it to Solomon, who spins, but You have a move that pretty, something had to happen, and he took an extra step.
Yeah, when he bumped into the Selby for Middle Township, he kind of lost a little control there, and that's what caused the travel violation.
Middle trails by 3. Pressure from the Hermits. And, boy, you had a look at the basket. Seemed like instead of taking the layup, he tried to kick it back out, and it was tipped out of bounds.
Luckily, it was tipped out by St. A's, but you're right. It was a foolish play. He should have just gone right to the basket and at the very least hoped to draw the foul.
Correct. Middle will inbound the ball. They trail by 3. 5:31 to play here in the half. Mike Gill, Jim Schaefer at the SEAGULL Classic. A lot of great games here. Freeman at the free throw line. It's too strong, and the rebound ripped down by Charles Solomon. Comes out in transition, and Solomon is fouled from the backside as Max Selby. You see that a lot, especially at this level where you almost hustle too much and it causes a foul.
Well, from a coaching standpoint, you're worried, why is my big man handling the ball so much? But he didn't turn the ball over. It was a good play by the defense to knock it away.
Prep inbounds the ball. They get it to Hargis, and Hargis' shot comes up short, but he's fouled. So Hargis off to a slow start today, but he's a guy they really lean on in games, especially when they're struggling to score.
And he's played guard in the past because of size. They don't have as much size this year, so he's underneath it a lot more, but he's got a lot of strength.
Free throw's good.
Hargis at the line.
Second shot coming for Hargis. Need a sign, you need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat.
Middle Township giving Holding a little break.
Misses the second. Freeman trying to break this pressure and almost throw it backcourt. Freeman on the far sideline, gets it to the left elbow, bounce pass into the corner. Tahir goes baseline behind his back and dumps it down into the post. Shot is blocked away, but rebounded by Freeman. Now Freeman takes it strong to the basket. His layup is too strong and rebounded by Cole Vanderslice. Vanderslice in transition, off on Hargis, and Hargis' layup, it goes, and it's 21-15, and a timeout taken right there. A good timeout because this game has been kind of tight, and now he saw the Hermits kind of open it up a little bit there with a little bit of a run.
Running around out there.
Very scrappy middle team. They're hanging in this one, 21-15. Trap on the near sideline right in front of us as A.J. Baez entered the game, and he throws it over to Zen Tahira, who traveled.
Yeah, Tahira was anticipating whipping the ball right around, but so was the Hermits. They were right there, and he saw the defender and changed his mind.
So Prep can extend this lead here.
The defensive pressure is making a difference.
No doubt. Baseline, Hargis spins out, back to the top of the key for Freeman. Freeman right of the lane, throws up a floater, can't get it to go, but Hargis is there for the loose change. It's too strong, and it comes down the rebound to Max Selby.
But boy, Hargis was above the crowd.
And Selby gets his pocket pick from a hustling Jalen Freeman, who comes right back the other way. Freeman into the corner, Hargis up for three. In and out, no good, ripped down by Max Selby, and we're back the other way. Up and down we come. Deshaun Lopez, Tahira swings it. Baez slows down the action down. Deep right corner, right of the lane. And the shot is blocked, but we got steps. That little pump, his foot moved.
Yeah, just as you called that, Mike, as he was coming across the middle, it was a good play to penetrate the middle, but then he took that little shuffle step, and that's all it took.
21-15, 3:41 left to play in the half. Prep leads the Panthers here at the SEAGULL. Freeman. All to the right side. Vanderslice catch and shoot. It's too strong. A long three there. And a one and done for the Prep. That was a quick one. Freeman has played virtually the entire game. In fact, I don't think he's sat yet. top of the key. Freeman all the way to the basket. Loses the handle, but it's ripped down. Tahara now for three. Too strong. The rebound is tapped out. Still on the floor, and it's going to stay with Middle. So Middle hustling to keep this possession.
And they've done that on a couple of occasions. They haven't been accurate in some of their shots, but they do not lack the hustle and grit to go after that ball.
Anthony Farmer, the former Rutgers star and prep hermit, is the coach of the Middle Township Panthers, molding this team to his vision. A three is short by Deshaun Lopez. After the tons of wins by the great Tom Ferracco. And a pickpocket steal by Freeman, and then a foul. We got an open court foul there? Got a clear path?
Actually, it was a good play to foul him because he did have the ball and all by himself in that half of the court. So the very least that'll happen is he'll get 2 points on the line.
Intentional foul was the call.
Oh, it was called intentional. Oh, how about that? So much for a good play.
So Freeman will shoot the intentional free throws here, the intentional foul free throws.
But it's always a little tougher when there's nobody around, nobody on the line or anything, and everybody's just looking at you to make those foul shots. But he did well. Nothing but net.
21-16 after the free throw. Second one coming, and it's good. 21-17 with 2:48 left to play.
And Middle has the ball.
Boy, what a effort by Middle so far.
And they haven't been able to hit any of those threes. If they hit a couple of those threes, it'd be a different ball game.
A.J. Baez, top of the key, between the circles, stared down by Foreman. Over to the right side for Freeman. Freeman, top of the key for Tahara. They hand it off. No, fakes the handoff and takes it all the way to the basket, but way too strong is Deshaun Lopez. And the rebound is ripped down by Vanderslice. Bounces to the corner. Down low, nice pass for Hargis, and Hargis is fouled on the floor.
Was a good pass, though, setting him up right underneath the basket. He may have been a little too far underneath the basket.
Interstate Batteries of Egg Harbor Township has been providing South Jersey with outrageously dependability for over 30 years with over 1 million battery sales. They're not only selling batteries for your car or boat, but for your RV, motorcycle, ATV, truck, golf cart, or power chair. Interstate Batteries, America's #1 replacement battery, is 6064 Riga Avenue, Egg Harbor Township. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 2. If you need a battery, you'll find it at Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable.
Checking something at the scoreboard. It's not whether it's 1-1, so
yeah, there's some sort of discussion going on. You'll like the way they do business at Thomas H. Heiss Insurance Agency. They're the insurance specialist with over 35 years experience, flood, boat, auto, life, health. They offer it all at the Heist Agency. Convenient locations in Ocean City, Margate, Egg Harbor Township, Marmora, and Vineland. 399-0453. You'll find them online at heistagency.com. Remember, Thomas H. Heiss, when you need insurance. A.J. Baez called for that foul. And the free throw by Marlon Hargis is good.
Very smooth on that line.
You mentioned, Jim, good teams shoot the free throws well, and both these teams have been hitting from the free throw stripe today.
Yeah, they're doing a good job.
All right, 23-17, 2:03 left to play in the half. Middle with the ball, they trail. Freeman, they're going to get Holy back in the game. He's at the scorer's table set to check in. Freeman, dribble drive, kick out. Lopez, and he takes the ball in the lane. He's going to get called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, again, the Hermits doing a good job of stepping in and stepping in early enough for it to be called an offensive foul.
Ota returns for the prep. Holton, returns for St. Augustine. 1:42 to play. The Hermits with the ball. Vanderslice, Ota, baseline, Solomon, back to Hargis, lays it in. Tic-tac-toe.
Great cut by Hargis, who they moved that ball around and he just dove right through the middle of that zone.
Freeman crosses the timeline. Freeman between the circles now, backs it up. 25-17, largest Hermits lead of the day.
They might be better off playing for one right now.
Hamer hands off to Tejera. Back to Holton. Baseline, Freeman loses the handle and it goes out of bounds. Back to the Prep, so they can extend this lead to 10 all of a sudden.
Yeah, the middle was looking for a foul on the play, but none were called.
25-17. Foreman dribbling, leading the offense now for the Prep. And an entry pass by Vanderslice knocked away but run down by the Hermits. Now Ota with a look, a couple dribbles, gives it up, back to Vanderslice. Vanderslice setting up the Hermits offense. Right-hand dribble at the free throw line, up and under. Hargis now kicks it back out. Vanderslice gets it to the free throw line, and Hargis has 4 Panthers surrounding him and gets fouled.
Yeah, he tried to force it into the middle, and middle's playing that combination zone, and a little question on the call, though.
Panthers aren't happy with the foul.
Good call, ref.
Like every call by official, 50% are for it and 50% against it.
And the officials are talking this one over.
Panthers foul on number 4, Cameron Hamer.
Foul is on Cameron Hamer. And that will send Marlon Hargis to the line with a chance to make this a 10-point game. The largest lead of the day for the Hermits. Shot is good.
And he's hit nothing but net on any foul shot.
Second shot coming. And it's good. So 10-point lead for the Prep. Now they put the pressure on. They're really trying to go into the locker room here.
And middle needs to feel the exact opposite way.
Pressure. Tejera catches it in the corner. They cross the court over to Freeman. 11 seconds. Freeman dribbles. Freeman. Kick out. 3 on the way. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Freeman. Freeman goes up. Shot is blocked away. He hits the deck. And the Hermits are going to go into halftime with a 10-point lead. St. Augustine. Third quarter here on 97.3 ESPN. Don't forget, you can watch the live video of this game right now on our website, 973ESPN.com. Thanks to Matt Ulmer from Ulmer's Appliances, who's got the video stream for you here on our website. Prep in white, middle in orange. Middle with the ball to start this third quarter. A little weave at the top of the key to start things off.
And the Hermits are in the 2-1-2 zone right now, so the weave isn't having a whole lot of effect.
Freeman, top of the key of this zone look by the Prep. Freeman at the foul line. Hamer on the baseline, takes it to the middle of the paint, and he's stripped away in transition. Here come the Prep. Vanderslice leaves it off for Stoll. Stoll's layup is short, rebound, and Solomon got the rebound, but they're going to call him for a foul getting that rebound.
That's good play by Vanderslice, forcing the defense all the way to the last minute, laying it off. Stoll just missed the chippy.
Solomon's his first, team's first of the second half.
Third quarter underway, 7:05. 1 minute gone by here in this third quarter. Prep with the ball, or excuse me, Panthers with the ball. Left side, back up top. Freeman swinging it. Selby, 3, strong, and the rebound comes down to Solomon.
Have not been able to hit any of them.
No, they haven't. They've struggled from three-point range in this basketball game. From three-point range, they're 0 for 6 now. Right corner. Prep with the ball. Just kind of standing around looking at this middle defense. Down on the post. Solomon is fouled from the backside by Freeman.
And Solomon had a player on him about 5'8". Solomon's one of the bigger players for St. A's, must go 6'5".
First team foul, the second half.
Inbound the ball, they get it out to Hargis. Hargis into the post, and Solomon loses the handle. And we got a foul on the floor now, so a little sloppy start to this third quarter.
Well, the Hermits have changed their strategy a little bit. Now Hargis was inside a lot, but now they're putting Solomon in there, who has a big size advantage over his defender.
Hargis will inbound. He's the trigger man for the Prep. They get it into Solomon. Solomon back up top for Ota, who's into the game. They try for Stoll, and Solomon gets called for an offensive foul as he just lowered the shoulder and delivered the blow. So an offensive foul on Solomon there. And that seemed like a frustration type of foul too.
Yeah, he had lost the ball a couple times there and figures enough's enough. Because you know, sometimes you lose the ball because somebody has got her hand in there a little bit where it shouldn't be. Freeman
up top with Lopez, back to Freeman.
Panthers need a field goal.
27-17, scoreless third quarter so far. Freeman's shot is no good, and the rebound, Selby, he puts it up too strong. Selby, Tahira, they both corral that and throw it back out, and Middle gets another possession. So the hard work pays off for the Panthers.
And they do a good job rebounding.
Yeah, 16-15 were the rebounds at halftime. Down low, what a great no-look pass there by Freeman. Oh, and Coley Holton couldn't get the easy bunny to fall, but it's stolen right back by Freeman. Boy, he had an easy layup there.
That was a great pass.
Lopez, three, and he gets it to go.
Finally got one to go, and that
first three of the game for the Panthers. And Ota loses the handle, and it's going back to Middle. So Middle with a three. Now they get the ball back, so a little momentum swinging their way.
Right, looking for another three to bring this ball game a lot closer. 27-20, a 7-point.
And we got wholesale changes.
Rodeo, who continues, if he feels players aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, they're coming out of the game.
He just motioned all five of you off the floor. I have seen enough. So he's got 5 new bodies on the floor. Freeman goes baseline. Freeman down to the paint. And the ball goes off of a Prep player, so it's going to stay with the Panthers. 5:04 to play. Prep 27, Panthers 20. Panthers moving right to left on your radio dial, wearing orange. Freeman into the deep corner. Up top for Lopez. Lopez right of the lane, kicks it out, and he took steps.
So many times that's happened when they tried to drive, taking that extra step. That was a time with all those substitutions that the Panthers needed to take advantage of it and bang one home.
Freeman brings it up. So you got Jalen Freeman and Jordan Kendrick, bringing it up. They're the points. Kendrick over to Foreman. Foreman up top for Chris Allen. Allen kicks it in the corner for Foreman. Foreman bounce pass. It is
almost
stolen away. Freeman puts it on the 4. Kendrick all the way to the basket. Kendrick's shot is short, and the rebound is ripped down by Mac Selby, and then it's stolen away. The transition pass is stolen. Delaney puts it on the floor a couple times, gives up the dribble, kicks it out, nearly stolen away, and Kendrick now. Matt Amici's in the game now, too, and his assist goes to Kendrick, who hit the three.
A long three.
So Jordan Kendrick hits his first three of the day. Freeman back the other way. He loses the handle, but the ball goes right in the hands of Coley Holton, who gets a layup. So an 8-point game with 3:44 to play in the third. Kendrick all the way to the basket. Kendrick's shot is too strong, and the rebound comes down for Lopez. Lopez in transition. Pulls it back out.
Good play.
8-point game. Over to Freeman.
They want to get a good shot.
Freeman, top of the key. Freeman at the right elbow. Freeman all the way to the basket. Throws up a shot, and he was fouled. And if that would have gone, it would have counted.
Well, it was another hairy one that it could have been either way. And he got the advantage. Now he needs to bang him home.
At the line. Jalen Freeman. First one, nothing but net.
They'll get another.
Seven-point game. 3:25 to play here in the third quarter. Second shot is short, but the rebound comes right down the middle, and the layup is good and a foul. Max Selby with the hard-fought rebound and the bucket.
He's got some hops, though. Selby really gets up on the board.
Chris Allen, his second, team's fifth.
So Selby will try for the old-fashioned three-point play here. And he gets it to go. So the lead is now down to 4. It was up to 10. It's down to 4. Middle chipping away. 3:19 left to play. And they throw it away. Kendrick Harris just didn't seem he was ready for the pass.
And it doesn't look like that substitution is working out too well for Paul Rodeo, as he substituted his whole, well, took out basically the whole starting 5.
Yeah, he changed all 5 second-half starters and replaced them at the same time, but nothing's really changed. They've scored 3 points in this quarter. Coley Holton shot too strong, but a big rebound there and a putback by Max Selby.
Once again, those hops. He went up and over people to get that ball.
2-point game. And Anthony Farmer is telling his team, get your hands up on defense. Delaney at the post. He's at the right elbow, kicks it back out for Kendrick. Harris. Delaney into the corner. Amici. Back to Kendrick. Kendrick thinks about a long 3, goes right of the lane. Foreman for 3. Foreman shot too strong, no good. Rebound ripped down by Amici. Excuse me, by Cameron Hamer. Middle can tie this game or take the lead with a 3. Freeman into the corner. 3 ball up, and it goes! And the Panthers take the lead.
I think we may see some substitutions by St. Augustine.
Deshaun Lopez hit a 3 to give them 70 years.
Well, they did it. They not only caught up, but have gone ahead by a point. But we see some different faces back in there for the Hermits as they go back to their starting lineup.
So that middle 3 helps them take their first lead, 31-30. Prep gets their starters back in after a brief hiatus, but nothing changes. A missed layup and a rebound by the Panthers. They can extend their lead. Freeman, long 2, gets it to go.
So Middle's feeling it now.
Jalen Freeman.
A long 2 on that one. And what is the conversation here? Looks like we got a
They didn't put the field goal up.
technical, or Hargis is shooting technical free throws. Nobody's really explained anything. The scores, the refs haven't gone to the scores table, but now official Dan McGinnis is over there talking to Anthony Farmer.
Well, they did give him the field goal.
So it was a 2. They did give him the 2. And Hargis.
Panthers technical foul on number 3, Coley Holton.
So it's a technical foul on Coley Holton.
I guess he said something.
And Hargis shooting the technicals.
Third, Marlon Hargis.
So Hargis hits the 2 technicals, but now they get the ball back, Jim, so they have a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, that's a shame. Middle was playing very well.
Middle had opened the lead up to 3 after trailing by 10. They still lead at 33-32. 1:33 left to play here in this third quarter. Jordan Kendrick, 3 ball is up, short, no good. Rebound, fought for. It's still up in the air. And it's run down by Hargis into the corner. Vanderslice puts it on the floor, loses the dribble. Back to Hargis. Hargis left of the lane. Kicks out for Stoll. Stoll puts it on the floor. Stoll, kick out. Vanderslice thought about a three. Bounce pass down low, and Solomon's shot is up, and he's fouled. He gets it to go, and he'll go to the line.
Again, getting that ball inside, and obviously after sitting down, the starting lineup come back much more aggressive than it was playing before.
So 34-33 now. Middle takes the lead. Or excuse me, St. Augustine regains the lead.
And that was the fourth foul on Holton.
Right, so he'll take the seat. Coley Holton called for that foul. He's taken a seat with the 4 fouls, and he's really been one of their key offensive contributors. Plus
their size. He's about all the size they have. He's about 6'5". The next guy is about 6'2".
Solomon's free throw is no good, but the rebound is run down by Hargis. Hargis loses the handle, but he loses it right to Solomon, who gets the layup.
And the strength inside is showing already.
Back to a 3-point prep lead. Here they come. Freeman's layup is good.
Boy, Freeman went through the whole team.
Hamer. Look at this. They got Freeman, who was playing the point, now down on the block, playing in the 3-2 zone. And a long three by Vanderslice is too strong, and it's rebounded by Middle Township. 35 seconds to play in the third. Panthers trail by 1 with the ball. 30 seconds. 3 ball up. Lopez way off the mark. And a rebound. And it looks like an offensive foul has been called. Oh. One official signaled offensive foul, and the other official signaled defensive foul.
That's the second time in this ball game that they didn't get their calls the same 2 officials too.
One official clearly was signaling for an offensive foul. The other official, who was closer to the play, or further from the play, I should say, signaled for the defensive foul. Either way, the foul was on Middle, and Prep has the ball, leading by 1. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Bounce pass, back out, Stoll, Kendrick. Kendrick down low in the paint, and working his way for the bucket is Charles Solomon, working hard. 3-point lead, 3 seconds left in the third. Freeman, half-court shot, hits the front of the rim, and goes off. End of the third quarter. 38, Middle 35. Cole Vanderslice will inbound the basketball down to Travis Stoll, and a near steal and a steal. We got a steal as we start this fourth quarter.
They had to work hard for it, though.
Freeman, pull-up 3, too strong, and it's knocked out of bounds, and a foul's going to be called. It looks like a foul going to be called on Hargis, battling in the middle there.
Definitely against the Prep.
Foul, number 25.
So Solomon called for the foul. Both him and Hargis were in there. Tahara catches the inbound. Middle with the ball. They trail by 3. Freeman. Be a big win here for Middle. They're 4-2. They just beat St. Joe, and now have a chance to knock off St. Augustine. Long 3, way off the backboard, and the rebound comes down for Travis Stoll. Travis Stoll in transition, loses the handle, and it goes right back to Middle. Middle, Freeman, all the way, clear path to the basket. His shot is way off the mark, but the rebound is there for Cameron Hamer, and he gets it to go. Should be Max Selby with the putback. And we got a foul down the other way as Lopez hit the deck. Boy, Middle really worked hard around that basket.
I can't get over Selby. Selby is a terrific rebounder for his size, and is a smaller frame, about 6'2", but he's got great hops.
Prep inbounds the ball. They lead by 1. 7:03 to play in the game. Vanderslice, top of the key. Vanderslice over to Kendrick, down low. Little shovel pass, and it is out of bounds off the Hermits. It'll be Middle ball.
And Middle has to take advantage of every possession now. We're coming down the home stretch. It's not time to turn the ball over. And that was Farmer's biggest concern in having turnovers.
38-37. Middle trails by 1 with the ball. Lopez, who hit that big 3 to kind of change the momentum of this game. Lopez catches on the right wing. Left-hand dribble. Foul line jumper. It's partially blocked there by Solomon, but the rebound comes down the middle to Hare with a little fadeaway. Can't get it to fall. The rebound comes out. Freeman runs it down, and Freeman loses the handle, picks it back up. Lopez spins in the paint, and his pass is knocked away by Hargis. Stoll comes down with it, and Stoll's layup is short, but Solomon gets a rebound. He hits the deck, and we got a foul called on, looks like Jalen Freeman.
I mean, a lot of hustle, but you wouldn't call it great basketball, as Middle just could not get the handle, then came down, and the Hermits are having troubles handling the ball.
Well, they're actually going to call that foul on Hamer. It was Freeman who came out saying, "What? Why the foul?" But the foul wasn't on him. So his play was clean. It was his teammates' play that was deemed a foul.
And that's the fourth. The fourth on him also, Hamer.
Charles Solomon has had a good game. He's at the line.
And the Hermits keep banging home those foul shots. Probably at the end of this ball game, that will be the difference.
And they make a pair. 40-37, Prep with the lead, Middle with the ball. 6 minutes to play in the game. Freeman. Stared down by Kendrick on the right side. They get it off for Selby. Back up for Freeman. Freeman stared down by Jordan Kendrick. He goes to the foul line. Left elbow jumper, way off the mark, but the rebound comes right down for Hamer, and Hamer's shot is blocked. He had a little bunny shot that he missed, but they get another offensive board.
Amazing.
Lopez spinning on the right wing. Back up for Selby. Selby spins to the middle of the paint, a little up and under, and now he throws up his shot, and it's short. They just can't get these short bunnies to fall.
No, they can't, but they keep being so aggressive and getting that ball after they missed what looks to be an easy shot.
Yeah, they had a couple of easy looks in there, and the ball just will not go down for Middle. Now a three. Vanderslice, boy.
He's got range, too. That was about 5 feet outside the three-point line.
And that's his third three of the game. All of his buckets have come via the three. And Jalen Freeman is fouled as he kind of spun towards the basket, lost the handle, and they're saying that he lost the handle because he was pushed.
Jordan Kendrick.
The foul's on Kendrick. 43-37, Prep leads Middle with 4:52 left to play here in this basketball game. The SEAGULL Classic and a little early morning hoops for you on 97.3 ESPN. We've got Flyers hockey coming up at 1, followed by all the football for you at 4 and 8 tonight.
A long day of sports.
And Freeman's free throw is good.
Freeman's a nice player. He does a good job handling the ball. He's got a nice shot. Defensively, he's all over the place.
Yeah, Middle, not a deep team. Second free throw, no good, but the rebound is fought for again. Nearly won by Middle Township.
But got a hand on the ball. They just get their hands on the ball.
Vanderslice down low as Solomon powers his way to the basket.
Too much size and strength. He just got that ball and was determined to go up with it, fought his way through.
Powered his way to the basket there.
Number 0, Jalen Freeman. His fourth.
Now Freeman has 4, so a three Panthers with 4 fouls. And Solomon, who has been pretty good from the free throw stripe, misses the first one.
As have the Prep. You could be cut on that team if you miss a foul shot.
Solomon steps up for his second free throw. And that one is good. Timeout taken with 4:39 left to play here in this basketball game by Middle Township. They trail 44-38 on 97.3 ESPN. This game is brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team every week.
4:38. as we said before, every possession for Middle is big. And there they turn the first one over.
Vanderslice steps in with the steal, gets a layup. Coast to coast he goes. And Cole Vanderslice, his first 2 of the game. Everything he has made has been a 3. 46-38, Prep leads. 4:17 to play. Middle's going to have to get a little aggressive here on the offensive side of the ball. Max Selby, top of the key. Over to Coley Holton, who's back in the game with those 4 fouls. Freeman has 4 fouls as well. He's got the ball. Foul line between the legs. Left elbow, trying to power his way through. Ball goes rolling out of bounds.
2 turnovers in a row when you need the ball the most. That will sink any ship.
Back-to-back possessions, the Panthers turn it over.
And the clock becomes very important down the stretch.
3:57 left to play.
I don't know whether it was the floor got wet or something happened.
They're trying to clean the floor up underneath the middle basket.
Well, I guess everybody can appreciate the fact that there's a lot of snow out there and it can be tracked into the gym very easily.
Interstate Batteries of Egg Harbor Township has been providing South Jersey for outrageous dependability for over 30 years with over 1 million battery sales. They not only have the battery for your car, but your boat, RV, motorcycle, ATV, truck, golf cart, or power chair. Interstate Batteries, America's #1 replacement battery, is located at 6064 Riga Avenue, Egg Harbor Township. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Saturday, 9 to 2. If you need a battery, you'll find it at Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable. Back to live action, 46-38. Prep with the lead and the ball. 3:55 left to play in the game. Solomon, kick out. Ota, jumper, good.
Smooth on that jumper.
By number 10.
Freeman crosses the timeline, gets a screen, all the way to the basket. Freeman's scoop shot is good. So Freeman aggressively gets the deuce. It's an 8-point game with 3:33. We've been up by as many as 10, and Middle even had a 3-point lead very recently. Stoll with the ball. Over to Vanderslice. Vanderslice at the elbow. Back to Stoll. Stoll with the ball high over his head. Ball at the elbow. Jumper, Hargis, too strong. Rebound, comes down, Middle with the ball.
Now Middle has to do something with it, and they can't waste any time.
Freeman takes a 3. Freeman, too strong. Rebound kicked out, and it comes down to Middle. Lopez gets it. Here's Coley Holton, free throw jumper. Too strong. Rebound ripped down by Solomon, and the Prep.
Now the Prep will come down and slow it down again.
And they're going to take a timeout with an 8-point lead, 2:49 left to play. Prep leads 48-40 with 2:46 left to play in the game. They have the ball. Travis Stoll hands it off. Hargis over to Vanderslice. Back to Hargis. You're right, those foul problems is a big issue in this situation, too.
It's tough to put a lot of pressure if you have 4 fouls on.
Lopez staring down Stoll, who takes it to the basket, kicks it out for Hargis. Hargis in the deep left corner. They get it back to Stoll, and they are very content on making Middle foul them.
Yeah, and they spread Middle out, which makes it a lot easier to get something inside, and that's exactly what they did.
Well, here's where Vanderslice hitting those threes. He had to look. The defense had to come to him.
Absolutely.
And then Vanderslice is also a very good passer, and he looked off and found the entry pass right into the paint.
Of course, the Prep have to make the foul shots. Now, they have been doing that, but they'll have to continue to do so.
He's reached his quota.
So Jalen Freeman has fouled out of the game.
And he's been a big part of their team, both offensively and defensively.
You can see he is spent. He has spent no time on that bench over there. So when he finally fouled out, he's out of gas. Free throw no good, but rebound comes down to Vanderslice, who hits the deck, and then he slides out of bounds.
Yeah, Middle can ill afford to let them get inside position on the foul shot.
And now the Prep going to put a little pressure on, making it even more difficult for Middle to chip away at this 8-point lead. Back, nice little pass and a block shot by Travis Stoll, but they're going to get a call for a foul, so it looked nice.
Yeah, and he came a long way to make that play. But that's what Middle has to do. Keep going to the basket. At least it stops the clock when you go to that line.
So the fourth foul on Travis Stoll sends Max Selby to the line. And his free throw is good. Got to make these.
Selby, who has accredited himself well in this ball game, both on the boards and at the foul line.
You get free opportunities to put points on the board. You got to take advantage of them. Selby's second free throw is no good, and the rebound comes down to Vanderslice, and they throw it out of bounds. Into the game for the first time is Brian Guzman for Middle. And Guzman had a run in the offense right now. They inbound the ball to him.
It's interesting. He's matched up two players out there that are about 5'3".
And a shot by Selby, the assist by Guzman. Middle with the pressure. Guzman gets the steal. Selby, full away, front rim, gets it to fall.
Front rim, back rim, all around the rim, finally dropped, and we have a three-point ball game.
1:23 to play. Pressure by the Panthers. Stoll gets up to Hargis. Hargis jump starts his way all the way to the bucket for two.
Too easy, too easy.
They break that pressure with ease. 5-point game. Three ball up, front rim, no good. Holton gets the rebound. He's on the floor. Ball is up, and a timeout taken by Middle Township with 1:01 left to play. Rodeo wants to travel, but the timeout was taken. So with 1 minute to play, it's 50-45, so Middle still has some life.
Right, and now while Farmer has his team on that bench, they got to be talking about...
Down by 5. They'll inbound the ball with 1:01 left to play. They get the ball in. Selby shot too strong. Rebound comes down to Solomon. So a one and done. Now with 50 seconds, you got to start fouling. Ota, and the problem for Middle is everybody's got 4 fouls.
And the problem is, too, the fact that all of the players on the floor for the prep are good foul shooters. The only thing you can do is foul them and put them on the line and give them 2, as opposed to you coming down and sinking threes.
So 49.7 left. Ota at the line. First shot is good. We've got Flyers hockey coming up at 1 o'clock. Josh Henning will take you till then with a abbreviated edition of Sports Bash Saturday. You're listening to 97.3 ESPN, WENJ Millville, Atlantic City, 97.3 ESPN.com. 40 seconds. Down low, stolen away. That steal by Solomon could be the one that does it. They needed points on that possession.
And probably a three-pointer. Because you know the prep are going to come down and they're going to slow it down, and you're going to have to put them on the line.
Coming up next, Josh will take you till 1 with the Flyers, followed by the NFL. So keep it here on 97.3 ESPN. Basketball, hockey, football, we've got you covered throughout the entire day here on 97.3 ESPN. The game of the week on 97.3 ESPN is produced by Prime Events, brought to you by Atlantic Care, with urgent care centers all over South Jersey.
Solomon hits 1, and the prep continues to make those foul shots.
Second shot coming, left-hand shot by Solomon's good. They don't only make them, they make them perfectly.
They slide through.
54-45. Long 3 on the way. Too strong by Selby, and the rebound comes down to Travis Stoll and a foul. And the foul's on Cameron Hamer.
And that's exactly what they have to do. As soon as they miss, they got a foul. They have no choice.
Number 4, Cameron Hamer.
And that's his 5th.
That's his 5th.
Right. A.J. Baez enters the game in replacing the fouled out Hamer.
And whoever steps to the line seems to be banging them home. In this case, it's Stahl.
So Travis Stahl gives them a 10-point lead. This would make it their biggest lead. He could not get it to fall, so it stays at 10. Which the final score will not be indicative of how this game has kind of went. And a three-point shot almost went down. I mean, he threw that ball sideways.
He did throw it sideways.
Like one of those bowlers you see who don't put their fingers in the ball.
But a smart play.
Foul on number 21, Hargis. His first, team's 9th.
With 11 seconds left, Deshaun Lopez at the line.
Had he not kind of threw at the basket, it would have been a 1-and-1.
No good for the first one. So Middle will fall to 4-3, but a hard-fought game here for them.
Yeah, I think they got to be proud of themselves. And something, once again, for Larry Farmer to build on.
Second shot good. And the third. 55-47. Oh, near steal, and it is a steal. Selby gets a steal and a layup. 55-49.
Appropriate that Selby did that.
It really is. It's kind of how this game went, where Middle just kept hustling and just didn't have enough today. They fall 55-49 here in the opening game.